and welcome to Take 12 with Kate. Today we've got 12 minutes for rest and recovery. So find some space. If you have a yoga mat, great. Otherwise, use a cushion or a towel on the floor, or if you have carpeted flooring, whatever's comfortable for you. If you need extra padding for under your knees, once again, a towel or a cushion will do. So just find some space. We're going to start in a half kneeling position with the left foot forward. Chest stays nice and tall here, and you're just going to dig your right toes into the ground behind you and shift your weight to open up the front of this right hip. So a lot of us that spend time sitting all day long, hip flexors can get quite tight. So this is just a good way to release them. Breathing into this stretch here. If you don't feel this stretch, you can walk the front foot a little further forward. Gives you a little more room to sink in, but just be mindful to keep your core strong. You don't want to lose your core positioning, especially arching that lower back. It should be a movement that comes from the hips. All right, from here we're going to shift. We're going to take that left leg out to the side. It can be flat or on its side edge, whichever position is more comfortable in your foot. Hands are going to be on the ground in front of you, and then slowly push your hips back until you feel a stretch along the inner thigh of that left leg. So just breathing into there. Trying once again to keep your back nice and flat. Just trying to offer you a nice break here, especially if you're having some busy times in your life or at home. Pausing for a few minutes. All right, into a calf stretch now. So you're going to take that left leg right behind you. And you're going to press into the hands, lift the hips right up off the ground, and drive that left heel towards the floor. You can take the right ankle and cross it behind just to get it out of the way more than anything. And just holding in here, looking for a stretch down the back of that lower left leg. All right, slowly release. We're going to go back into a half kneeling position, but this time with the right leg forward. We're going to repeat that series on the opposite side. So dig your left toes into the ground behind you, squeezing that left hip forward to feel a stretch in the front of it. May feel different on this side. Most of us aren't completely symmetrical, so you may feel some stretches more on one side compared to the other. It's pretty normal. All right, gently release, bring that right leg out to the side now. Once again, find a comfortable position for your foot, either on its edge or flat. Hands on the ground in front of you. Gently letting the hips drop back, keeping your back nice and flat, feeling a stretch this time along the inner thigh of that right leg. I don't know if you guys can hear this funky music, but I got some background soothing tunes going on here. All right, gently release and then calf stretch on that right side. Picking the hips up, pressing that right heel back and down, just hooking that left foot behind to get it out of the way. All right, gently releasing to the floor. If it's comfortable for you to sit on your knees, then go ahead and do so. If it's not comfortable, then you can use a cushion to prop yourself up, or you can just sit in a high knee position. We're gonna walk the hands forward, so just make sure you've got a little bit of room in front of you to work with. And then drop the shoulders and the head down, feeling a nice stretch through the back of the shoulders. Once again, if your hips are up, that's fine. If you can sit them all the way back, that's fine too. Just a couple of nice deep breaths here. And then you're slowly going to walk both hands to the right and press your left rib cage away. So you should increase the stretch all down your left side body. So So breathing into that left side, reaching. Find a spot that feels like a nice stretch, but that isn't painful in any way. Good. Gently walk the hands back to center. You can pause here if you like, or go all the way over to the left side of your mat. This time pushing the right rib cage away, feeling a stretch all down the right side body. All right, gently release, walk the hands back to the center. Swing the legs around so you can sit right down on the floor. Now we're gonna start with the left side here, extending the left foot out, flexing the toes back towards you, and then just hinging forward. We're looking for a stretch up the back of the left leg. All right, gently release and switch, opposite side. Once again, you may feel this stretch more on one side compared to the other. I know I'm way more flexible on my right hamstrings. I had an injury when I was younger, so I can go a lot further on this side compared to my left. That's just how it is. So just be mindful. You may have some differences like that in your body. All right, from here, gently release. We're gonna go into a seated figure four position. So we'll start again on the left side. So you'll cross your left foot over above the right knee, and then just sitting nice and tall. The closer you bring your legs in, the more you'll feel this stretch, or the closer you scoot your butt to your heel. So either way, you wanna feel this stretch along the outside of your bent leg. Some of you might feel it deep in that hip socket. That's great as well. And then just flexing at the ankle, bring your toes back towards you. All right, gently release there, and then switch, opposite leg crosses over, toes back, sitting as tall as necessary to feel that stretch in the outside of the bent leg hip. And once again, this may feel different on one side compared to the other. That's fairly normal. We'll hold there for about another 10 seconds. And then you can gently undo your figure four, and you can make your way to the ground. We're gonna be lying down. We're gonna start with the left knee up in towards the chest. Just a gentle hip stretch here. And if you want to do gentle ankle circles, just to mobilize all those little bones in the ankles, you can go a few times one direction and a few times the other direction. All right, we're going to take this left knee across towards the right side of your body, gentle twist here. So you can use your right hand to anchor. You can look back over towards your left hand if you want to increase that twist, or find a nice comfortable position. Once again, it should feel like a nice stretch, but not painful in any way. All right, gently release. Undo your twist, and then squeeze your right knee up and towards your chest. If you want to increase this stretch, keep the left leg long. And then same option here if you want to add those ankle circles back and forth in that right foot. And then adding that twist. So bringing that left that right leg across towards your left side, and then turning your head to look over towards your right arm. You can have it in a giant T shape. Breathing into this. We'll hold here for a little bit longer. And then undo. Slowly make your way to a seated position, whatever's comfortable for you, cross-legged or legs extended, reaching the arms forward, pulling the shoulder blades apart. And this time we'll add a little bit of a neck stretch. So we'll go ear to shoulder on one side. Gently release, and then ear to shoulder on the other side. You should feel a stretch all down the opposite side of your neck. Gently bring it back to center. Go chin to chest, feeling a stretch in the back of the head here, up into the back of the neck. Good, head centered, and then gently release. Thank you all for joining us on Take 12 with Kate. Hope you enjoyed that recovery, and have a wonderful day.